13-year-old girl was raped over 100 times by a 39-year-old man. When she got pregnant, he took her to Planned Parenthood twice. Her mother didn't know. He took her from school for a surgical abortion. Her mother didn't know. Planned Parenthood never reported this predator. He continued sexually abusing the girl for 6 more months. What's the problem? In California, a girl under the age of 18 can get a tan at a tanning salon, a cavity fills, or an aspirin dispensed by the school nurse without a parent knowing. But a doctor can perform a surgical or chemical abortion on a young girl without informing a parent. What's the answer? Proposition 4, Sarah's Law. Proposition 4 will require a doctor to notify at least one adult family member before performing an abortion on an under 18-year-old girl. I'm sure if not all, then most of us either know or have heard of someone who has had an abortion without a parent consent. Today I'll give you some background information on the topic, explain to you what Sarah's Law is, where did it come from, and how it protects children and teens. To start off, I would like to give you some background information on the topic. According to borderguide.org, in 1953, a state law was enacted that allowed minors to receive without parental consent or notification the same types of medical care for a pregnancy that are available for an adult. Based on this law and later legal developments related to abortion, minors were able to obtain abortions without parental consent or notification. In 1987, the legislature amended this law to require minors to obtain the consent of either a parent or a court before obtaining an abortion. However, due to legal challenges, the law was never implemented, and the California Supreme Court ultimately struck it down in 1997. Consequently, minors in the state currently receive abortion services to the same extent as adults. This includes minors in various state health care programs, such as the Medi-Cal health care program for low-income individuals. Now I'd like to explain to you what Sarah's Law is, but before I do that, I want to let you know who Sarah is. According to yeson4.net, in February 1994, 15-year-old Sarah visited abortionist Mosh Hatramovich A to Z Women's Services Clinic in Houston, Texas. An abortion was performed on Sarah, tearing the right side of her cervix. Sarah suffered blood poisoning, fever, chills, abdominal pain, and nausea for 4 days before finally being admitted to a hospital. When hospital personnel discovered the tear and the post-abortion infection, they placed Sarah in an intensive care unit, but the infection was far too advanced, and Sarah died on March 2, 1994. Hospital physicians reported that had Sarah received prompt medical care, she would still be alive today. Sarah's Law requires a doctor to notify a parent or, in case of parental abuse, another adult family member of an unemancipated minor 48 hours before performing an abortion on her. It also requires a doctor to obtain the personal consent of a minor before performing the abortion and allows for court intervention if a minor is being forced to have an abortion. According to wikipedia.org, there are some specific provisions that if the proposed initiative, if it was enacted as a constitutional amendment, it would provide exceptions for medical emergency or parental waiver, permit courts to waive notice based on clear and convincing evidence of minors' maturity or best interest, mandate reporting requirements, including reports from physicians regarding abortions on minors, authorize monetary damages against physicians for violations, require minors' consent to abortion with exceptions, permit judicial relief if minors' consent is coerced. Now that you know what Sarah's Law is, I would like to inform you about where it came from. According to yeson4.net, this is not a new idea. Parental involvement laws, that is, laws requiring either parental notification or parental consent before an abortion can be performed on a minor, have been passed in 44 states and are in effect in over 30 states. In several states, parental involvement laws have been in effect for many years. The United States Supreme Court has repeatedly upheld these laws. Finally, I would like to inform you about how it protects children and teens. Sarah's Law is called the Child and Teen Safety and Stop Predator Act. How does it safeguard children and teens? According to YesOn4.net, Sarah's law protects children and young teens in many ways, physically, mentally, and emotionally. First, a parent or other adult family member who is notified of a daughter's planned abortion can counsel her to make sure she understands and has considered all of her options rather than leaving the girl to make the decisions alone, or worse, as often happens, under pressure from others who don't have her best interests in mind. The parent or close relative can assist her in getting medical care. A frightened young girl anxious to end her pregnancy is not likely to be well informed and careful or even know what to be careful about. Many abortion clinics employ doctors who have been disciplined by the state medical board for incompetence, negligence, and criminal misconduct, including sexual misconduct. The parent or family member can ensure the doctor gets a complete medical history of the minor and is informed of any allergy reactions to medication. They can also be alert for and respond quickly to post-abortion complications such as infections and hemorrhage that, left untreated, can quickly become serious and even life-threatening. A minor trying to keep her abortion secret from her parents is likely to ignore or try to hide symptoms of such complications until it's too late. Parental notification also alerts parents or other close relatives to a sexual relationship their daughter is in, often with an older adult male, which may be abusive, forced, or just plain detrimental to her physical and emotional well-being. Abortion providers rarely report sexual abuse or statutory rape to authorities. Adult boyfriends often encourage and force young girls to have secret abortions to cover up evidence of statutory rape. A study of over 46,000 births to school-age girls in California found that over 2/3 were impregnated by adult men whose mean average was 22 years old. Notification provides parents an opportunity to intervene to protect their daughter. Without parental involvement, girls victims of rape may continue to be victimized and may have one abortion after another. Parental involvement laws have been shown to reduce minor girls' pregnancy and abortion rates, as well as their rates of sexually transmitted diseases. Outcomes that all Californians would agree are beneficial to young girls. Finally, Sarah's law has explicit language to protect minor girls from being forced to have abortions against their will by anyone. Today I have given some background information on the topic, explained to you what Sarah's law is, where did it come from, and how it protects children and teens. According to voterguide.org, over the past 25 years, more than 30 states have enacted laws similar to Proposition 4. These laws reduce teen pregnancies and sexually transmitted diseases without danger or harm to minors. When abortions are kept secret, adult sexual predators go free. Sarah's law will protect young victims of sexual crimes. Thank
you. Jacqueline, what did you think?
She has a good introduction. She cited the quotes well, good explanation, and good eye contact.
Okay.